body, not nobody, all sick. One has to, those who live in temple, they have to come. Yeah. So the fourth, we continue from yesterday. The fourth offense is Shastra Ninda. It's about the 10 offenses we have to avoid when we are practicing Krishna consciousness. Shastra Ninda is offending those revealed scriptures. They are taking us towards the holy name of the Lord. The scriptures are advising us. If we abuse them, then the holy name is dissatisfied. Means Krishna. Krishna Nam and Nami. Krishna Nam and Krishna is not different from the Supreme Lord. So the Supreme Lord is dissatisfied. The fifth offense is that we should not consult a dictionary to find the meaning of the holy name. Every word, every meaning, if it is taken to its highest sense, goes to the center. The dictionary, grammar, and any other books of mundane knowledge cannot limit or qualify the holy name. So the sixth offense is to consider the glories of the holy name of Krishna to be a concoction. And the seventh offense is Nam no Bala Yasahi Bhakva Buddhya. One may think that if I chant even one name, then all my sins will be purified. So let me go on sinning and taking the holy name. With this spirit, if we try to utilize the holy name to remove dirt from us, that is an offense. That is an abuse of the holy name, because we should worship Him and serve Him. We must not use Him in our service in order to remove our contaminations. So the eighth offense is, if we think that the holy name is one of so many purification, pious works. We can serve the country, we can read the holy scriptures, we can wander to the holy places, but to take the holy names as one of these pious activities is to disregard the holy name. The holy name is above all. So powerful is a name. Of course, we are not the real holy name when we are chanting. It's not, the Lord is not manifesting to His name, but the potency is there. It is just the purity we have to develop and the sincerity to experience. The ninth offense is ashadhadhane vimukhe vyashamvati. Srinvati. This refers to one who does not deserve, who does not have sufficient faith. If for some treacherous purpose we bestow the holy name to him, we commit an offense against the holy name. And the 10th offense is to have a particular attraction for any mundane thing. That attraction must be uprooted. I have to be unprejudiced and become free from any kind of mundane attachment while taking the holy name. A transformation begins with the mental system, and we must try to be unbiased. The holy name will take us from this worldly consciousness to Krishna consciousness, with the feeling that I am not pressed, or I am not forced to go to some unreasonable position. I am going home. It is very sweet. Now I am wandering in a foreign land that is non-sympathetic, but I am really going to my home under the holy feet of the Lord. All my well-wishers are there. With this spirit we shall take the name. And there are also 4 kinds of namabhas. There are also 4 types of namabhas, or shadow expressions of the holy name, that can give mukti. They may take us to the upsizer, from the negative side, but they cannot give any positive attainment. There's neither any exploiting tendency there, nor any serving tendency. That is marginal position. Means he's doing not for fruitive motives. His chanting is not to get some it's just to get out from the negative side of this material, negative. But they cannot give any positive attainment. There's neither any exploiting tendency there, nor any serving tendency. That is a marginal position, neutral position. The 4 kinds of nambasa, sankita, parihasa, soba, and hela. In Bhagavatam, in 6th chapter, it is said, sankityam parihasyam va, subham hilanam eva va, vaikundanam grihanamam, asishagaharam vidu. One who chants the holy name of the Lord is at once freed from all direction of unlimited sins. Even if he chants indirectly, shankita, jokingly, parihasa, for musical entertainment, stupa, or even neglectfully, helena, all the learned scholars of the scripture accept this. The shankita refers to when outwardly say something, but in our mind a different thing comes in connection to that. Just as in the story of Arjamil in the Bhagavatam. Ajamal was afraid of the dreadful appearance of Yamadutas. In his coma, he could remember that his young son Narayan was playing nearby. With that faint memory, he wanted to call out for his son, Narayan. But in the meantime, a change came in his mind, and he thought, what can this little boy Narayan do against those fearful agents of Yamaraj? Then Lord Narayan's name came. First it began as the name of his child, but then it changed into the name of the Lord. And once 4 agents came down from Vaikunta, there was a serious talk between the Vishnudutas and the Yamadutas. The Yamadutas were sent back defeated, and Ajamil attained liberation. All his previous attractions towards his family at once vanished. And he woke up from the bed and directly traveled towards Haridwar. There he began to chant the holy name of Narayan. And after some time, he attained Vaikunta. This is Shankita, the first. Parihas means to chant the holy name in a joking mood, or to ridicule a person. One is chanting Hare Krishna and another gentleman may remark, suddenly you have become such a great devotee. One in chanting this one person in a joking mood to ridicule a person. One is chanting Hare Krishna and another gentleman may remark, suddenly you have become such a great devotee, you are chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. He is simply cutting a joke with his friend. If one is ridiculing the Hare Krishna devotees in the street and says Hare Krishna, that may be namapas. If it is connected with his previous pious credits. So another form of namapas is stupa. To use the holy name with some other intention. Sometimes this word Narayan or Krishna may be used for some technical meaning or for a code word. Jiva Goswami has taken advantage of this in his book of Sanskrit Karma. The Harinam Mrita Vyakarana. When one is playing the Mridanga using the names of Gonitai, to represent different drum beats, it may be Namabhasa. Hila means without any attention, only through slack habit. Suppose when rising from the bed, we yawn means and say Hare Krishna. It is not devotion, devoted to or attentive. It is automatic, without attention, some reflex action. That is hela. So we are asked to avoid both namaparad and namapas. We must avoid these two with the earnestness of attaining the service of the Lord, as well as His servitors. Hankering for that positive thing must be in our hankering. With this idea, as far as possible, we should go on taking the holy name. And that will be Shuddhanam. You know, this hankering is an important point. Krishna, Krishna, hankering I'm calling you, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Where are you? What can I do? This kind of chanting becomes Shuddhanam. Everything means pure name. Everything else should be eliminated, and the real name, which is one and the same with the Lord, should be taken. By the real name, but the real name must be received from a real sadhu. It's also very important. We may not think like this, or we may have no realization of these things. But we cannot overjump the helper, those who can help us to attain the Shuddhanam or to attain Vaikunta, Goloka, without the help of one who is coming from there. He has seen it. So he can guide us. He can give us the real name to plant the seed in our heart. So Sadhu Sangha is rarely to be found. Is there any question to this Nambas topic? Or any comments? We are asked to avoid both Namaparat and Nambas. It can develop into the real, according he's mentioned this, our past, previous life, previous activities, pious activities. Yeah, it is not nama aparad, means direct aparad or offense, but it is unconsciously or neutral, using it for some purpose. But it can turn, eventually, it can turn to the real. Depends on our past sukriti. Sadhu Sangha is rarely to be found. There is no exception by the Uttama Adhikari, Vaishnava, to dismiss this world of metta. He has no connection with it. The Madhyam Adhikari may have some consciousness of this mundane nature, but in the view of the Paramahamsa, there's nothing but Krishna bhajana. If by your fortune you meet such a rare sadhu, then you will try to do anything and everything for him. But he is sudurlabha. Sudurlabha means rarely to be found. To reach a clear stage of understanding one's own deeper necessity is not to be found anywhere and everywhere. Very few souls are found that are really conscious of their innermost necessity. I want Krishna, I want Vrindavan. Such sincere souls are not to be found very widely. Manusyanam sahasreshu gaschit siddhaya tatama pisidhanam gaschimam vid. In the Gita said, Amongst thousands of men, one may try to achieve perfection. Amongst those rare persons that endeavor for perfection, one may actually know me. So the benefit of the association of such holy person is very, very rarely to be found here. On the strength of that, our Guru Maharaj invited all to come and join his mission to attain that rare, most rare gem, Satsanga Seva, the direct association and service of the sadhu. That cannot be had there, here and there. Without that, there is no possibility of advancement on the positive side. So give up everything and take this chance. The whole heart must be brave enough to take this opportunity. We must not waste our time. Our energy is wasted for maintaining children, wife, relatives, and so many things. But we must come to give ourselves wholesale to Krishna under the guidance of a devotee. For name and fame and for the peaceful life, don't lose the chance. Why should we miss such a great opportunity to approach Krishna? If we like a child learning to walk, we experience 1 or 2 falls. We should not be afraid of that. Whatever progress we make, that is very valuable thing. Die to live. Learn to die if you live a real life. I cannot maintain my position in the future, for thus I shall lose the present. I shall lose all apprehension of my uncertain future. At present I am engaged in wasting time for maintaining this and that, the society, the wife, children, and so many things. Why should I lose my energy? Therefore Guru Maharaj opened so many centers. Sadhu Sangha is rarely to be found, and he made arrangements for that indispensable necessity. That was revolutionary. When people cannot earn freedom of a country in a constitutional method, they take to the revolutionary path. They are prepared to incur loss, are prepared for risk. Still they go onwards. They go towards the goal of freedom. Whatever we do, the whole thing must be utilized in the service of Krishna, under the guidance of a bona fide sadhu. Whatever we do, the whole thing must be converted, and then we will comprehend the value of everything being under his guidance. Sadhu Sangha Savashastikoi, Lavamotta Sadhu Sangha Savasiddhiyoi. Is said in Chaitanya Charitamrita. It is the opinion of all the scriptures that by even a moment's association with a sadhu, one can attain all perfection. How powerful this is. In so many places, the importance of sadhu sangha is stressed. We are wandering uncared for in eternal time, and to get the slightest connection of a pure sadhu is most valuable. Even it may be a little. That association will aggrandize itself. It will gradually develop and take me forcibly forwards. Through this sadhu I shall come in association with the scripture. then surely it will go towards the positive land. The most important thing in life is to get the association of the Vaishnava, to come in contact with a real agent. Through him we are to negotiate our spiritual life. Kim brahmadasya bahubhi parokshai hayanaya iya brahmahutam vidhitam kadate shayasya da. Many years pass by, imperceptible for those who are intoxicated with the temporary pleasures of this transient world. It would be better if they experienced just one moment of clear consciousness, where they realized that they are wasting their precious time and thus become earnest in attaining their supreme benefit. It's from Bhagavatam. Sukadeva Goswami says, one moment is sufficient for your highest attainment, if it is utilized properly. Brahmahutam vidhidham. If one moment can be used sufficiently, then there is no necessity of a long, long life. Only one moment is sufficient to solve all the problems of our life, if it is properly used, along with sadhu sangha. The real capital is sadhu sangha, and your cooperation is required also. At all costs, try to follow, to associate, to utilize that. One moment is sufficient. Kim brahmadasya bahubhi parokshai hayanaya iha. What is the necessity of ages and ages if we are unconscious of our own interest? If used properly, one moment is sufficient to solve the whole problem of our life, for which we are eternally wandering. We must be wakeful to our interest. We must not be neglected. Mahaprabhu came to tell us what is our real interest within. You do not want to know your own heart. You do not know that you are a foreigner to your own heart and its demand. This is the wealth within your heart. Try to find it out. That is the direction of Mahaprabhu. It is within you, and you are to eliminate. That is the direction of within you are to eliminate all foreign things from your heart. Then you will find the temple of Krishna within. If you search your own heart, you will find Krishna there with the help of a proper guide. That is not a foreign thing to you. It is there. Every heart is a temple of the Lord. It is your home. Bubbles and the mud do not stand in the way of purification. The devotee is only meant for the good of the universe. The devotee himself, the pure soul or Atma, is the purifying agent, the purest and most normal factor in the world. But we may find in him some mud or bubbles. A Vaishnava may sometimes be seen to be a little greedy, a little angry, or physically he may be blind or deaf or lame, But the saintly character of the Vaishnava is independent of his mental or physical characteristics. Such qualities do not affect his status in the Vaishnava world. If we attribute those faults to his inner self, then we are the losers. We commit offense. So, we may close here. Something to say? Some doubts? Of course not. I think we can hear these words from the pure devotees. If someone is so blessed by his past activities, perhaps, and get the chance again, we get the chance again to advance in our way back home, sweet home, back home, home to Godhead, where we are all members of. This world is not our home. It's not our real home. This is temporary. We will get older and older, and we will realize slowly, yes, what will happen? Any moment can be finished. Nothing comes back again. All these external forms, what we are attracted now, they are gone in one moment. But we don't care. This is Maya, that what is not the reality, what is not truth. Jai Sri Rupa Goswami Pada Ki Jai, Jai Sri Bhakti Rakshakshida Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Sri Gurudev Nityadila Bhavistam Vishnupada Brahmahamsa Vigacharya Astotra Satasi Srimad Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Brahmanandi.